Hello there, everyone, and thank you for once again joining us for a little bit of Moomintroll, Winter's Warmth. Right. I actually blanked a little bit on what we did last time. I feel like I didn't get a whole lot done last time, actually. It's the funny thing. Let me think now. So, we got done at the pond. We defeated Little Mai and convinced her to join us at the bonfire. And we came back to find an oral assault happening at the Moomin house. The Hemulan was testing out his tuba work. So we got him... What did we do again? We got him to go over to Tutiki's place. I don't remember why or how. And then there we convinced him to head off for the mountains for the great acoustics, but accidentally, while gossiping with Tutiki, revealed that the real reason was because no one could stand listening to his tuba nonsense, and he actually got hurt and offended. Understandably so, but a guy that dense, it's a little bit shocking, you know? So he still agreed to be our musician, is the wacky part for the bonfire, but yeah, he heard it off feeling very hurt, and we felt really bad. On the positive side, we got ourselves an axe now, so we can produce oodles of firewood by chopping down wood around the place. Look at that, 96 out of 125. Good heavens, we're doing great. Musicians taken care of. We've helped out another winter being, which is crazy, because there's, still a lot of them to hang out with, but, we only need one more. And, Little Mai, as mentioned, has now joined the party roster along with Mizabel. Great party we got building up. Now, our current concern. Fillyjonk's children have gone missing. The culprit apparently is no less than the Groke. One of the most terrifying figures in Moomin, if you ask a whole bunch of kids in Finland and other nations that got to watch Moomin or, read it or whatever. Except if you watched the playthrough of Snufkin, Melodies of Moomin Valley, I played that, or, if you just played that yourself, you'll know that the Groke maybe isn't that dark. And Moomintroll was kind of, lampshading that as well. He was like, it looks like the kids are just out there playing with the Groke. Maybe it's not so bad. But, Fillyjonk's freaked out because the kids are, having fun outside. That's terrifying. Check it out. We've missed this treasure this whole time. Yeah, axe is too blunt to break the ice. Maybe we'll get a power-up with Tutiki, or maybe we'll get an entirely new tool? Who knows? But anyway, that's our next main quest, so might as well head that way and see if we can work towards this bonfire over there while we do it. See if we can save the kids from the Groke. Man, I have been thinking about that Hemulan scene, like I mentioned, because it, shook me a little bit last time when it came up, and I have been, thinking about it. Wow, has it re-snowed in here? Because, my path in the area is a little bit, snowed up. Interesting. And I think why it worked so well for me, it really got me, the Hemulan's, outbreak is... Let's just talk to this guy real quick. You came! Hope this fire will warm you.
Fire warm? Valley?
Let's hope so. Good talk, I guess. Oh wow, the bonfire's building up a little bit too. Look at all this wood here. 3 sets of footprints. The children must have come this way. I see, we're tracking them is the goal here. Very good. Is there a second winter being anywhere around here? There you are. Oh, my goodness. The third one. Oh, well.
Troll big nose hero. Big nose hero. South friend, big nose hero.
Thank you, I think. Very good. And then this guy. What's up with this dude? Hi, how are you feeling?
Empty inside.
Wow, the most Finnish winter being of all.
Hello.
Oh, that sounds horrible. I don't know if I can help, but I'll sure try. Would you like to talk about your feelings? Do you miss your parents?
No talk. Eat.
Oh, he's just hungry. He's just very, very empty and lacking. He's hangry. So, the hollowness you're feeling is hunger?
Self hungry. Food fear. Self.
Well, I know exactly how you feel. That's one problem I do think I can fix. Hang around here, and I'll look for something to eat. A snack for a stranger. That'd be crazy if we got this guy on board with our, quest. He'd already be here for the bonfire. Also crazy that I never wandered eastwards. There's this whole area we could explore over here. That we're now going to be doing, because I was, actually thinking, where else can we still adventure in this world? And, well, I guess this is one way. So, yeah, the Hemulan. There's something really effective, if you've built up a comic relief character who's, always kind of oblivious, and it's Goofy. Goofy is a working word there. I think there's something really effective when suddenly you find out that, they have a limit too, and, you can, break them as well. Whether their obliviousness or their good vibes. Fillyjonk's children should be this way. I see. If we had come this way, we'd never have been able to get past this log, until now. The forest is through here. Because, well, I don't know. It's just, It's just something about, oh my god, this is actually... We've crossed the line, and, this character we should have been taking seriously. It's now too late for us, There's something, chilling almost, a little bit like her, about that. Are you lost?
Dark. Troublemaker light.
Oh, are you afraid of the dark?
Self-brain. Friend scared.
Sorry, everybody, just really quickly checking the settings. Something about the recording. No, it's fine. Okay, good. Sorry, guys. Oh, so your friend is afraid of the dark.
Path dark. Scare friend. Path light. Friend come here.
If I see some torches around, I'll light them for you. I mean, for your friend, of course. Oh, I like that Moomintroll actually is on the page here and knows that this guy's just trying to act brave themselves, but okay. There's a torch right there. Light all the torches in the forest. This quest is not going to be that easy. Alright, well, let's get started with our first one. Huzzah! That's one. Let me see if I can find some more.
Troublemaker lighter. Friend scared.
Very good. The crowning example of that, what I was talking about, the goofy character is suddenly, we've gone past, some kind of, limit, It is, in fact, a goofy character. I think Goofy's character arc in a Goofy movie is, incredibly, it's because that's not considered part of Disney canon, because it's based on the TV show Goof Troop, tie-in movie to that. So I guess it's kind of seeing that it doesn't have the same prestige as quote-unquote proper Disney movies, but I think the acting that Bill Farmer does to have real serious moments with Goofy are incredible. His sad moments, when he's really shook by Max's behavior are amazing, and the kind of the final part, some of the near the end when he's actually angry, but it's real anger. It's almost scary, you know? Like Goofy's been angry, obviously. Like he gets in like classic Disney skits. Goofy will get like frustrated, like he'll just be like gosh darn it, and there's like a couple where he like even gets mega angry. If you like remember anyone remembers the like driving safety bit where he gets like downright demonic, but it's still played for laughs. He's still a comic relief character. But when he's like actual legit disappointed in Max, like that actual disappointed dad energy coming from that character, it's amazing. Like I don't think it's an underrated movie, because I think nowadays like a lot of 90s kids online will like sing the praises of a Goofy movie, right? Like it's very well beloved, but like it's still like I think like Bill Farmer should have like deserved some kind of accolade for that movie myself, for his work there. So, just saying, kind of felt the same. Not as impressive, I don't think, but still, like, it was that same center of my brain, like, oh no, wait a second, when, like, the Hemulan actually was hurt by the actions of our heroes in this story, very, very same kind of energy I felt there. Now, anyway, that's right, Little Mai did say that she'd be up for a game here in the forest, so here we are. Look who's back for one more game. I can't now. Too bad. I was really stoked on that whole bonfire thing, but I guess you have others to help you. Little Mai, you promised you would help me. That'd be crazy if, like, the counter goes down by 1 at this point. I would give props to the game for, like, playing with my emotions like that, even though I technically shouldn't appreciate my emotions being played with. Yes, but this time I actually promise. One more game. And I swear, you will be better off after playing this. How? Because I'll give you some sweet firewood. You might even recognize it. Did you take that from the Moomin house? Yes. You were hoarding it selfishly, not realizing it could also be used for fun. I've hidden a pile of firewood under the snow. Get closer to it and I'll say warmer. Further away and it's colder. I don't want to play. Ugh, this might be one of my favorite Moomintroll expressions in this game. That's incredible. That is like literally me energy right there. I love it. Gonna have to make a screen cap of that later. I know! That's why I'm kind of forcing you. Oh, jeez, okay, that's really funny. I guess you leave me no choice. Alright, hot and cold. Find Little Mai's hidden stash. Alright. Okay, the meter has not gone down. Okay, I thought the game would mess with me. Also thought that the firewood would be the stuff we've collected for this quest, so, like, Little Mai would have depleted our firewood stores. We did deplete it that one time, if you folks remember, when we helped out with that one winter being's own fire. So, like, the number can go down, but that was of our own choice. What was that? Is there any particular instructions? Find Little Mai's hidden stash. Alright, well. Up. Yep. Okay, come on. Okay. Gotta get up there. Okay. She's not yelling warmer or colder yet at all, so, like, how far away is the stash? I'm getting a little worried. There we go. At least we got that. Ah, one of the torches is up there. Colder? Oh, I see. There's these piles around here. I wasn't paying attention. Hold on. Let's get one of those. Colder? 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 What the heck? Where the heck is it, then? Also, gotta... It would have been really funny if the firewood had been under that pile that's right next to her. Colder? I wonder if it really is, like, in relation to the one we bumped into, you know? Colder? Warmer! Got it. No. Warmer! Oh, we gotta move a second snow pile. Oh, there's one right here. I don't need to go all the way back down. Colder! Okay, so hold on, little Mai. Is it just this one way up high here on the top? Oh, hold on. Is it that simple? We just needed to climb this hillock here? Hot, 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 hot! It's a pile of firewood. There! That little Mai. Oh, wait, the children! I must not lose focus. I hope the children are all right. I better start looking for them. Okay, there we go. That's one. Let me see if I can find some more. Okay. There we go. A little preempted there. Moomintroll already saying that one's covered, but yeah. There we go. That's it! You found it! Thanks for taking all the fun out of the game. Actually, I kind of won, since you agreed to play. That was my goal all along. Ugh, what is this weirdo, I'm always winning logic? Also, all you had to do was wait for spring, and the firewood would simply reappear. Yeah, but then it'd be all, like, nasty and soaked from the like, snow melt, and we'd have to, like, dry them again, you little rapscallion. Serves you well for being such a go-getter. Eh. That was fun. Almost made me forget about the horrors of winter. Now, I've got work to do. Okie dokie then. Let's get on it. I guess it makes sense that none of the other piles would have firewood in them, because this whole little side quest was about finding a stash of firewood, but like we got 5 out of there, so it's all good. We have crossed 100 firewood, by the way, so feeling good, everybody. This firewood hump has nearly been crossed. Right, yeah, so the Grok. I'm kind of repeating myself here, but because I already told this story definitely back in the Snufkin playthrough, but I'm an old man, and we're wont to repeat the same stories. Did I ever tell you about the time? The Grok, as I mentioned, is famously considered a very terrifying figure, because in the 90s anime, when she shows up, like, her design is unsettling, and she's got, like, really alarming music. The way she's looming is terrifying. I know a couple people who are, like, my childhood nightmare. I bring that up because I mainly saw, when I was a little kid, I mainly saw Moomin episodes from... Whee! Snow is wonderful! So fluffy! You're not lost at all! You're just playing in the snow! Yeah, I thought that'd be one of the Fillyjonk kids. However, your mother is worried sick. Come, let's go to the bonfire site. Catch me if you can! Hee hee! Oh boy. I think they're only moving where the snow is still deep. If I keep clearing it away, there'll be nowhere left to run. Alrighty. It's a simple enough quest. Right, should I check that out before I do anything else. Maybe I will. And I'll finish my Groke thought. Yeah, I mainly saw, because I guess it came on TV, but for whatever reason, I never had much of a chance to see those as a kid when they came live on TV. Quote-unquote live, when they aired on TV. Instead, I relied on our collection of VHSs, which were the thing at the time. And, we only had so many Moomin episodes, and I never had the episode with the Groke on those VHSs, so I never actually saw those, so I can't say that I'm particularly scared by the Groke. I can appreciate it, and I do not mean to, act like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm like a real tough guy, because I wasn't scared by the Groke and the Moomins. Looks like it wouldn't take much for that tree to tip over. A little bit like this. If that tree fell, it might land just right. A little bit like this. It is not my intention to act like I'm a badass here, because I was terrified by stuff in the Moomins. This was a children's series which, wasn't afraid to still, have disturbing stuff to, mess with kids. These winter beings are fascinating. They seem to have friends, families, worries, just like me. Yeah, rather inspiring. Almost like we can kind of come to an accord with these winter beings. Alright, let's go back over there. I don't want to slide down there. I'd rather dig through this methodically. It wasn't to mess with kids, but it was like a real kid show. It was willing to, have real emotions, not just, warm, fuzzy emotions, but, willing to, challenge kids. So there would be actually, pretty frightening stuff. And I was terrified by, some terrifying by design stuff, and also some, kind of goofy existential stuff that probably wasn't intended to be scary. So, I'm mainly saying it as a curiosity that, the Groke, I only, I can only appreciate it secondhand and be yeah, that is pretty freaky. If I was watching that as a kid, I could see myself getting spooked. But, now I'm just kind of academically, being yeah, not particularly freaked out. Especially since, I do know that she is a classic example of a character who, there you are. A character who, you're supposed to, she's frightening, but you're supposed to be, at first glance, but you're supposed to be introspective and think about, how our first impressions about people aren't necessarily fair. And, frightening seeming people can actually be quite benign and nice. It's kind of like Clive Barker's Nightbreed, only, appropriate for kids. Just off the top of my head, couldn't think of any other example right away, but, yeah, It's trying to, nurture empathy and understanding in kids to, appreciate this, sad figure. So, that's why, I'm, understanding that, I'm yeah, I'm not scared by the Groke. It's a lovely lesson. It's also a sad lesson. Groke's a sad character, the way she pushes people away with her coldness. Sorry, I'm rambling. Let's move on. There, you're safe now. Go to the bonfire site while I find your siblings. All right, party pooper. I was getting cold anyway. All right, we saved the oldest kid. I should look for the other children. How many of them were there again? I forget. It does not mention here in this quest how many there were. There's at least 2 more, I'm pretty sure. Yep, nope. There we go. Hold on, I see you. Don't think I didn't see that. Hey, there we go. And for completion's sake, we gotta check around here. And also, I should mention, in the Tove Jansson story, the book, Midwinter Madness, what's it called? Moominland Midwinter. Yes, that's the one. The Groke doesn't make an appearance, but she's on a single page mentioned as her just kind of forlornly wandering around on the ice. So even by that point, the books themselves were yeah, the Groke, not meant to be a scary, spooky thing, Do. So, switching gears totally on my rambling. Oh, there's a couple paths to go here. Which way? Woohoo! This is fun! Let's go have a look around here. Another kid having fun, not on Fillyjonk's watch, or, you know, us as Fillyjonk's proxy here. Hey, nice. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna double back and check that rope after all. Anyway, switching gears, when I said Midwinter Madness, that actually got me thinking of Moomin Valley Midsummer Madness, which is a new game that's been announced. Like, to date myself a little bit, this is the first recording I'm making since the Summer Games Fest week. At Summer Games Fest itself, they didn't announce it, but one of the plethora of other announcement extravaganzas, they announced a new Moomin game by a different studio, and it's adapting Midsummer Madness, or Moomin Summer Madness, something like that. Which, I was like, okay. And I gotta say, like, my initial was like, first of all, I can't figure out from the trailer what exactly kind of game it's gonna be. Like, is it gonna... It's described as an adventure game, so I think it's going to be like a traditional point-and-click adventure is my energy, I think. Sure, okay. But I gotta say, it was visually different from these two Moomin games that have, you know, been carving their own niche. And I kind of really loved this, like, these takes on the Moomins are, like, recognizable, but it's like the developer's own take. While that one seemed way, way closer to just, like, it was more directly mimicking Tove Jansson's artwork. Which I guess isn't the bad thing, but I was, like, my initial reaction, I gotta admit, was like, this is more interesting, you know? But I think that's mean of me to have a take like that. Oh dear, I cut off Moomintroll. He had a lot to say there, apparently. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, like, I think I'm being a bit of... It is mean of me to, like, be that judgmental, so definitely, I'll keep my eye on that game as well. I don't think the video game space is too crowded with Moomin games, so some other studio taking a crack at it, why the heck not? Hey, if this just makes Moomins a bigger thing, I'm a happy camper. Because, Moomin stuff very much delights me. A letter up there! Wait a second, I just remembered. We had this quest. That's right, one of the things we did last time. We were looking for notes, and we found two of them in quick succession, and then it says, find a note where silent branches part, which could in fact be the forest, and I think we got it. Now, let's see. Oh no! Calm down! No, I like it up here. I have a bird's eye view of everything. Much unlike a bird, however, I don't have the capacity to fly. So, I'm staying. Come on. I haven't got all day. I have! Curse you children and your plethora of free time. There must be some way of getting them down. Maybe I could use that tree for something. Okay, this seems like a little bit too, like... I know it's a kid's game, so maybe we need to permit a little bit more hand-holding, but this is like the only possible solution we have, excuse me, left to do this quest, so... I don't know. I shouldn't be. Yeah, maybe that's appropriate for some, like, real small kids playing this game. For a while there, I felt I was on top of the world. This must be what adults feel like all of the time. You'd be surprised, kid. I don't particularly feel like I'm on top of the world. I wouldn't know. Now, go straight to the bonfire site and do not tally.
You used to be fun. Now you sound like my mother.
No, I'm becoming the parent. That's the sounds of me transforming into an old person. Oh god, I am already one.
What a wonderful view. In the middle of darkness. I might have mistaken in the view if it weren't for my secret friend.
Interesting take, but sure. I do actually like those misty forest vibes there in the distance. Kind of captivating.
And here is a new letter.
In the depths, eternal night, a shadow dances without light. If you dare to face your fear, a friend who needs a friend lives here. A friend. Sounds like that's the final location, since it says the friend is going to be there. And it sounds like it's the caves. Makes sense. Not a lot of places to go otherwise anymore, so alright. Find a note where a shadow dances without light. That's a weird phrase. I don't know what that could mean. Maybe it means, because there's like water inside the cave, it's like sea cave. So like maybe it means the scintillating reflection off of the water, which still technically needs light, of course. I don't know. I think it's the cave we gotta go next, you know? So I will keep that in mind. But for now, let's go after, I'm guessing, the last kid. Here I come after that kid with this axe in my hand. That's not alarming at all. It's for my protection against that Grok, obviously. You know. Don't want to have a frightening encounter.